How to go behind the story featuring the leading voice on one of today's top topics. Joining us now live, a friend of Erie News Now at 7 for sure, State Representative Bob Merski. Bob,
sir,
welcome.
we appreciate you being
Good
here.
To see you,
Thank
as
you.
always.
And before you were a state representative in your job, now Erie School District teacher for many years. You see this report come out today, Bob. I just would love to get your thoughts on it.
Well, you know, it's very concerning. I think as an educator for 19 years, almost 2 decades in the classroom, to see test scores go down the way that they have, both in reading and mathematics and science, is very concerning. One of the things that I think is driving this is the use of technology in students. And I think you've seen a lot of school districts this year, especially in Erie County, shift away from devices in the classroom. And so I think that might help a little bit with distractibility. Of course, they have it at home as well. The other thing that I think is really driving this is we shifted during No Child Left Behind to reading shorter texts and fact-based text. And so the amount of novels that kids are reading, it dropped from in the year 2000. Most high school students were reading about 7 to 8 novels a year. It's down to 3. And so the stamina is not there in our kids to read for longer periods of time and reading for comprehension.
And Bob, in this report, and you just touched on it a little bit, just 35% of high school seniors were proficient in reading, the lowest score since the assessment began in 1992. Is there a quick fix here, or is it going to take a while?
I think it's going to take a while. You know, one of the things, COVID put everybody back, and especially the schools that were out for a year and working remotely, those kids are going to be perpetually behind, and we're going to need, in my opinion, remediation for those students, you know, before school, after school programs to catch them up. I think the other thing that's very concerning about this is the gap between high achievers and low achievers is widening. And so we really have to focus on those low achieving students and bring them up to at least basic or proficient to get them up to snuff so that when they enter the workforce, they're ready to work.
Do you think as well it's alarming that only 12th graders, just 22% of them are proficient in math?
I think that's very concerning. And I think one of the things, we're the only country in the world that looks at math as a talent. Every other country looks at math as a skill that you can learn. And I think that's one of the things that we have to shift in this country, that math is a skill that can be taught and you can get better at it. It's not a talent like basketball or you know, athletics. You know, some people are athletic and some people are not. Math, anybody can learn it. It's some people struggle. And I think that's one of the things, that grit. We don't have, what's happened is in this country, across the board, you have kids that quit when it gets hard. Academically, once they start to struggle and you're in that zone, they call it the zone of proximity, where it's hard, but if you get there, you're going to learn. Kids used to reach that and then learn it and then move on. Now they're just stopping and giving up. And I think that's one of the things we have to encourage parents and teachers to push those kids through those struggles, give them that grit, that determination to go to the next level.
Bob, we appreciate you so much stopping by.
I'm ready to go to bat right now for Bob.
Absolutely.
You kidding me?
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Math and reading and all that after that. Thank you so much, Bob. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.